Check, check. Check. All right. Welcome back to excuse me. Let's try that again. Welcome back to yet another stream. I think this is number 4 for the day. We're currently standing next to what's arguably one of the coolest aircraft available for Flight Simulator 2024 at the moment. This is the FS Reborn, as you can see, Phenom 300E. It's a relatively small business jet, and it's super fun to fly, and it comes with a lot of cool features. I've, for the most part, pre-flighted the aircraft. Those who are have a keen eye will see that we still have the gear pin in there, and I'll leave that in there for now. Hopefully we will not forget her. I don't know why I gendered the gear pin. We've got the external power here waiting to be plugged in. Close up the baggage compartment, and I believe this is where the external power will go. Can I click on it? Will it load it in for me? No, I got to do it through the tab. Or do I have to click, or can I click on it here? I can't click on it here? Not allowed? Okay, I got to do it through the tablet. Anyways, we are fueled up and ready to go. We're without passengers at the moment, purely because they're waiting for us at Jersey. We're currently at Guernsey Island. For those who joined me for the previous stream, would have seen us fly from Alderney to Guernsey in the Bell 206 Jet Ranger by Cohen Sim, and planning to finish off today's flying with a double sector flight in the Phenom. I fairly recently purchased Bristol Airport for Flight Simulator 2024, have yet to fly there, and thought, why not today? So what we're going to do is, weather permitting, we're going to fly VFR from here to Jersey, park at the FBO, shut down, and load our passengers and any fuel that we might still need to add to our tanks, and then make our way to Bristol, all in one sitting. I thought it'd be kind of neat to mix some VFR flying with some IFR flying, again showing off the versatility of this aircraft as well as the simulator itself. We're in the registration Golf Bravo Echo November Charlie. I try and maintain a state-saving situation with this aircraft. So I do most of my flying in this aircraft, in this version of the aircraft. But yeah, without further ado, enough blabbing. Let's see if we can get this flight, or these next couple of flights, complete before I need to eat dinner. So yeah, like I said, no passengers. We'll say the co-pilot has, or the ground crew rather, they will plug in our GPU, and we can go ahead and start her up, connect to the GPU. Let's get the nav lights on here, emergency exit lights, armed, excuse me. She's behaving quite strangely with me the other day. I think tried to fly her last week, and I don't know, the systems were just behaving weirdly. So I downloaded an updated version of the aircraft. So hopefully she plays ball with us today. So I have filed a VFR flight plan into Jersey. I don't think there's any ATC online at the moment covering the area. I haven't actually logged online yet. Let's do that quickly. G-Bank in our Phenom 300E. Okay, so let's do the voice check. Voice data check. Test.
System test. Okay.
It sort of does its own TARS, automatic TARS system check, but it's part of the initialization process here. So we'll do the TARS system check again.
TARS system test. Okay.
TCAS tests. All right, the weather currently here, 34010, variable between 310 and 030.
Traffic. System test passed.
Visibility is great. Fuel clouds at 2000, temperatures 21, dew points 8, and QNH 1021, which we'll set now. Well, it seems to think that it's 1020 here in the sim. We're just going to correct it. 1021. It's not in sync. So we have to do each one individually. Okay, those checks are done. We just said, why did I remove the weather? It's 21 degrees outside. So we'll just update it. All right, the flight plan. So this is just going to be a straightforward VFR flight. It's going to be EGJB to GJJ. And for procedures, I think, can I just choose a runway? I'm just going to choose, I don't know why it's forcing me to do runway 09. But we're going to take off of runway 26. Can I choose a visual approach? I guess not. We might be able to. Let's see. Yeah, visual 26. There she is. We'll say straight in, and we'll load it. that's really all there is to the flight plan. And now we're just going to pop in our weights, just averaging about 175 per person. And we said we had a little bit of cargo in the back, 73 pounds cargo. 74, right? I don't know, more or less. Fuel, we're going to sync with the indication or indicator, and that should be fine. Takeoff of runway 27, and the weather we will load. The runway is, the data is in there. We're going to use flaps 1. We're nice and light. No reason for us to push any limits, and we'll accept these takeoff speeds and watch them populate there on our speed tape. I'm going to take note that the trim is 9.7. I need some lighting up in this room of mine. The sun has just set. So the trim is going to be 9.7. All right. And that's it. And we'll accept the initialization. We'll put the status page. Well, let's get the checklist on this guy. And let's just do the before start check. So let's first close up shop here. We'll say that the co-pilot removed the gear pin. The external crews will remove the chocks. I just want to make sure the parking brake is set so that they can remove the chocks. And co-pilot's closing the door for us. Yeah, no passengers are on board, so we don't need to worry about that. Clean the cabin. It should be clean for the next flight. Yeah, that's it. It's a nice cool 20 degrees outside and inside the aircraft. So yeah, we'll start our checks here. So there are these checks, which we need to do here.
Fire. 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 Fire.
Just those for now. The oxygen test, fire protection, smoke detector. This panel, fasten seatbelt signs. Alright, what we're going to do is we're just going to go through our flow here, because last time I just followed the checklist itself, we didn't finish it. We're going to keep that off for now. That's all good there. And these guys go forward, these guys go forward, that stays on auto. Pretty much everything is just going to stay in auto here, except for this one. Hydro will go to open, that stays there, that stays armed. That can go to auto. Make sure our so pressurization system goes to, well, we'll keep that, we'll put that on auto for now. That can stay off on ventilation, and the AC is off. All right, so I'm ready to start. So we've done that, we've done that, done that, done that, done that. Ooh, thrust levers we need to configure here. I'm still flying with piston engined controls. Oh wait, I actually like using the piston engine black levers. Those are cool for this guy. Just feels better. The rest of Boeing 737 levers seems a little redonkulous. Alright, we don't have spoilers or flap levers that I will place here on my hardware. I've got other controls I'm using for that. So that's at idle. Pocket brakes on. All of that's on auto. GPU is connected. And we could just confirm that by going to system and electrical, and we can see the GPU is feeding the aircraft power. Batteries, electrical, all that stuff's been done. Done, done, done. Done, done. Yes. Well, we can go. Yeah, we are actually VFR, so that's correct. Altimeters are set. Flight controls are working. Trims, flaps, set to take off. Wait, this is off to start. What the hell are we doing here? Did I already do the before start checks? Is that it? Alright, okay, cool. I sort of rolled right into the off to start checks without even knowing. Okay, so everything's closed. Let's go for it. So we're going to start number 1. We'll signal out to the crews outside. Number 1, buddy. And then number 2. So starting number 1. Monitoring the start here. You can hot start, especially if there's a tailwind. So we'll just keep an eye on the ITT gauge there. There we go. Nice, good start. And we'll start number 2. Signal to our buddy outside. It's going to be number 2 now. And off we go. It's an automatic start sequence. Got light off. Oh, no ways. There's an air traffic controller online. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Who is this guy now who decides to be controlling the entire UK? But you know what, actually, I think normally what that means is that he will only control over a certain altitude. No top-down aerodrome cover. Surface to 195. I don't know how that works. 24.6. We've got 2 good starts. We'll tell him release the ground power, please, buddy. Before he does that, we'll disconnect it, and then disconnected. So after start checks, let's go with our flows here. It's just left to right, basically, just making sure we're not forgetting anything. This can go to ECS both. This can go to auto. And we can make the fans blow medium. Everything else looks good. We go ahead and put flaps 1. And we said the trim is going to be 9.7. So we're looking at this guy. 9.7-ish, okay? That's close enough. And flaps 1 is set. Alright, and I don't know, can we look out the window here, see if we can see our flight controls are working. Flight Information Service. Alright, so we're still doing after start stuff. Let's cycle down. That's all calculated before takeoff checks. Let's taxi and see if he notices us, but he probably won't. I think I just have to tell him I'm going to take off or something. Brakes released. We're really late now anyways. Let's go. Taxi lights on. EGJB, EGJJ. Let's get this guy going here quickly. So we're down here, we're going to do 27, so I think this is 27. Yeah. I'm just going to hold here and see if this guy will talk to us. Stop. Brakes on. Takeoff configuration.
Takeoff okay.
So I think we were saying that we would have some restricted airspaces to the north of the so we will yeah, we'll just have to stay clear of that part of the island at the end of the day. So yeah, so we're gonna basically there's some restricted airspace. Excuse me. So there's some restricted airspace just over on this side of the island. So we're basically just going to make sure we stick to the northeastern side and then make a traffic pattern onto the runway like that. All right. I don't think we're not going to need windshield heats. We're flying low. Speaking of which, let's go to the altimeter here. We're going to stick to 2,500 feet for now. 246, right? Let's see if I can get ChatGPT to help me out with this. Say a FSR controller, or what's it, flight information, yeah, as logged on. Do I ask him for takeoff, or when do I contact him? I will be flying VFR at 2,500 to a controlled airport. I don't know if this is going to go well. We're going to just not call him and wait for him to tell me to call him. We'll just talk on 1228 for now. Guernsey traffic, Golf Bravo Echo, November Charlie. We're holding short runway 27, Guernsey. That's just to give anyone who's around a chance to speak to me. Map settings, do we have traffic? Traffic is there. So yeah, okay. Guernsey traffic, Phenom Golf Bravo Echo November Charlie. Departing runway 27 will be left-hand turnout VFR to the southeast, remaining below 3,000 feet. Routing for Jersey. Guernsey traffic. Routing to Guernsey, anyways. So we're saying we're taking off now. No one is. Oh shit! There's someone there. Makes me wonder if I should be talking to the controller. It says no top-down coverage.
Approaching
Not an ATC service. A good-looking aircraft.
Runway 27.
All right, let's go.
1,500 meters
Let's not
remaining.
waste time. We didn't put our transponder on. Altitude reporting. Oopsie. That's disorientating. Okay. Oopsie, what was that? There's a bump in the runway. I swear the weirdest things happen when I fly online, my guys. That was a weird bump on the middle of the runway. Right, I said left-hand turnout, I think, so we're doing that. Bring the flaps up. Guernsey traffic, Golf Bravo Echo, November Charlie. We're airborne off of runway 27. Left-hand turnout, climbing to 2,500 feet. Guernsey traffic.
Traffic, Postman 367, departing runway 27. Carry to departure.
All right, so essentially the restricted airspaces are over here, so we're going to just basically keep a wide berth around the island and make for that straight-in approach that you see there. Keep our landing lights on for now. Strobes are on. Let's do the off to takeoff checks. Landing gear is up. Flaps are up. Thrust reverses. Auto throttles we don't have. Speed brakes. Altimeters, yaw damper, frost and seatbelts will stay on. External lights. Weather radar not required. Airspeed, windshield not required. Descent will say not required. That's fine. Landing speeds, let's get those published right now quickly. It's going to be in performance. Landing data. Weather is load the latest. Runway 27. I don't say 26. Landing speeds are in. So landing speeds are done. Thought I was going to call him, so. One, 2, 4, 6. Let's listen to that on our second radio. So, let's say about 5 miles. Northwest. Jersey traffic, all Bravo Echo November Charlie is 5 miles northwest of the field, 2,500 feet inbound to land runway 26 Jersey traffic. I think we're above these, yeah, it's 500 feet altitude restrictions for these little restricted airspaces, so...
Hello, so Norfolk Charlie 1 Charlie, we're being done, and we'll give you the UCAS.
We'll drop down to 1,500 feet now.
Charlie, estimating UCAS is high, Go, go.
Still live weather.
Circle 34, safely on deck.
All right, external lights, that's fine. Before landing, check this next. Oh, my bad. What on earth? Trying to find the correct knob to turn here. Jersey traffic, Golf Bravo Echo November Charlie on a right base for the approach runway 26. Jersey traffic. Alright, we're below 180 knots. We're gonna go with flaps 1. Gear down. Below 170, flaps 2. Lights are as they should be. We're going to disconnect the autopilot. Flaps 3. I have the runway there in sight. Let's see if this thing will guide me down the visual approach. Yeah, that is the runway. And the last bit of flaps. Before landing checks, I can't push the button to tick things off, but we're going to read them out. Yaw damper, that can come off. Landing gear is down. Should be 3 green. Yep. Come on. There you go.
Approaching 26.
Bit low.
1,700 meters available.
Vertical track.
Flaps down and the airspeed VREF. Okay, the flight director's not cooperating, so we're going to turn it off. It's been a little bit of altitude here, I don't know why. It insists on being so low. Jersey traffic, Golf Bravo Echo, November Charlie, final runway 26, full stop landing, Jersey.
Approaching 26.
Alright, so we'll do left-hand circuits if we do need to go around.
1,700 meters available.
And we'll do it at 1,500 feet. Keeping it tight for a visual on our return. 14 knot crosswind. That's going to be interesting. Oh, being thrown around here.
Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain. 200.
My hand's moving like a Boeing pilot on this yoke. Speed still good. I'm going to crab into the wind here, or decrab rather. Up. A little bit aggressive with the correction there.
600 meters remaining.
And then in a really nasty crosswind the other day, and this thing nearly tipped over.
300 remaining.
So I put a lot of aileron into the wind here, maybe a bit too much. I think it was a bad touchdown though.
30 meters remaining.
It's a beautiful airport. Quite a few other airports, airliners here again. Jersey traffic, Golf Bravo Echo, November Charlie, clear runway 26 at the end, taxiing to general aviation parking, Jersey traffic. Alright, so taxi, strobes, off, Gonna go ahead and turn off the, put it on standby at least. Flaps can come up, and we'll just go through this checklist quickly because we did complete it. After landing, flaps, light, transponder, TCAS, shutdown next. Oh, why didn't I look at what was there? That looks cool. Let's follow the yellow brick road. There was like a whole lot of Jet 2 aircraft today. And now we're sitting with a bunch of EasyJets. Ignore my terrible driving. I believe the hangars I'm looking for are down there. Yeah, there's a business jet there. Taxi light can go off in the meantime. I need a glass of water after this again. This looks precarious. Like I need a 4x4. Slow it down here. Yikes. Can I make it up here? I think I'll get trapped there, so we'll go take the next entrance. Quite an uphill for an airport. Up, 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 let's get. We're good here. Let's check. Pretend we're one of the ground crew. Yeah, looks like we'll be able to clear the wingtip and exit this way. All right. Let's turn off the AC because that strains the electric systems when the engine's not running. Let's turn off number 1 in the meantime.
Jersey traffic, AG 45 Zulu Delta, pushing
This is
back
supposed to be-
from stand for departure runway 26. Jersey traffic, AG 45 Zulu Delta off stand 9.
Wait for them to connect the GPU because we're going to be doing another flight. Okay, we're connected, so let's turn off the second engine. And they'll sort of open up the door for us.
Jersey traffic, ET39er Tango Victor starting full procedure RS runway 26.
Okay, we'll get the in-flight entertainment system on here as these guys are going to board. Can we reset the checklists? Reset. 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 Must be a better way to do this, but anyways. Reset. 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 Okay, luckily it's cool outside. It'll be easy to keep the aircraft itself cool.
Jersey traffic, ET45 Zulu Delta is taxiing to the hold point runway 26 for Jersey traffic, ET45 Zulu Delta.
We'll tune them out for now. And that'll be it for now. That's these EasyJet guys talking around here. So yeah, we're gonna start setting up for our next flight. I already did create a sim brief plan for it. We'll just call it up again, and then we'll file it. Put it for 16:15, and it's just about that time now. I'm gonna extend it to 30, and we will file it. $10,000 feet only? Really? No, we gotta do a little bit better than that. It's 187, it's almost 200 miles away. It's definitely better to... That genuinely doesn't make sense. So, going northbound, I still think we could do... How much is it? 165. We could probably do close to... Yeah, I'm gonna do like 280. Probably do higher than that, but... This thing climbs like a beast. Let's just do 280 then. And we'll file it on the network here. That says it's filed. We'll jump back online. And we'll quickly unload this. Oh, no ways. This guy's actually a player. This guy's actually a player. I thought this was a static airplane. That's crazy. I had no idea this airport was so busy. Got general aviation traffic here, airline traffic here, even corporate airline traffic here, like corporate traffic. I think at least at least he parked in a decent way, and I think I parked in an okay way. I think. I could have probably parked a little bit more forward. So, with that said, we're going to have to set this up to according to our weights. So, we're going to have how many passengers? 5. So, we're going to make each one about 175 on average. Payload is what? Is that really 1,100? Seems a bit extreme. All right, so, and the fuel needs to be 3,000. So it should be there-ish. All right, so that should give us zero fuel weight of 1250. Negative spirit 1250. This I think is the current weight, right? So I think what we can do, yeah, is just load you up like this. Unload in an instant. Yeah, that's how much fuel we have on board now, is 318. Alright, but we want a little bit more, so like 1,500 in each tank. So we're just gonna do request refuel. While I go get some water. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Actually, wait, let's wait there. This truck is not gonna have to park on the grass. So let me go get some water. All right. It's gonna have to do some 4x4ing here. Some bundu bashing. Sorry, boss. There it is. Powers to norm, and we've opened up the fuel valve. I don't know if I have to stop it from refueling or... because I just want 3,000. This thing normally over refuels. I don't know why. Okay, so she's refueling us. I don't know why everything's feminine today. I suppose I can't call the passengers while we refuel. I gotta walk back. I don't know, I think I've always had to stop this thing from refueling. I thought it would refuel what you request. So we wanted about 3,000. We're at 2.5. Nope, I didn't mean to go inside. Why do I keep jumping in too early? There we go. I'm sorry if I'm rambling. I've been doing this all day. It seemed like a good idea at the time. So that should be it now. About 3,000 pounds according to flight plan is what we need. Get out. That's it, man. We're done. That's complete now. Now suddenly we're back down to 2,800. So I don't understand this system, but anyways. So what we'll do is we'll request the passengers. We can enjoy their animation. So I guess, yeah, we don't really have to go through initialization and all that stuff again because it's done. But for now, we're going to need to get the flight plan going. So let's see. I guess we're going to have to figure out a way to delete the flight plan. There we go. Nice. Just going to load the plan into my tablet here quickly. I just don't want to do a lengthier flight. One of the bigger airliners. can make my dinner in the meantime. Before I forget, I think I did last time. Close this mofo. It's kind of hard to tell what's tight and what isn't. Righty-tighty, in my opinion, so let's close her up. Cool, we got the bags and whatnot there. That's so cool. E, G, J, J. Going to E, G, G, D. And we're going to depart 26. Why is it doing that? Skr 3 Alpha. Skr. Runway 26 load. And then from Scary, we're going via L22. Do you guys really want to see this from the flight plan's perspective? I don't know. Let's see if we can call up the flight plan here for you guys. Navigator off. Right, it's there? Or no, sim brief, I think. Flights. What do you mean my login has expired, my guy? There we go. View. Looks like it. And again, like before, we're going to read off of this information here. So it's L22, and we're going to IMWIP. We load that, scroll down to IMWIP, load the next airway, P16, and it's going to be until FIMCA. Load that. Little tedious, but it's all part of the experience. N22, down to BHD. Load that. BHD. Load the airway. N864. Dolly. Load that. It's a lot of waypoints just for a short little flight here. And then we're going to take the arrival Dolly 1 Bravo. Runway, I believe it's 27, yeah. Definitely 27. And we're going to take the Alice approach for runway 27. Vectors. And the minimums we can check quickly right now. The weather's VFR there, so I'm not going to go for a Cat 2 or 3 approach. We'll shoot for a Cat 1. Takes forever for this thing to load. Okie dokie, it's going to be 801. Barrow, that is. Okay. And load. We don't need to activate it yet because we're not landing yet. Alright, that's the flight plan in. And as you can see on our weights and stuff here, so I think we have passengers aboard now, right? Yeah. Is it complete? Yeah. So the weight should be matching this and it doesn't. Like ever. For some reason. I don't know what our zero fuel weight is. Total weight is 15.5-ish it should be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unload everything, go to the flight plan page, and we're going to download our actual flight plan. And that's going to load all the weights in for us here. I prefer putting this as 175, 175. And we're going to load it in an instant. Wait, were we able to change it to kilograms now? What happened? Why did this happen? Preview. We don't want the auto cameras. I don't know why I was sent here. Why were we sent here? Let's try again. 'Cause I'm pretty sure the flight plan it should be in pounds. The takeoff weight here is 16. Okay, so we're a little bit heavier than what's there, but it's fine. It's 500 pounds and it's not a big deal. So that's good. We should still be loaded with passengers now. Yes, we are. And they have their in-flight entertainment system with them, right? Because they get really moody when they don't. Okay, so they're all aboard. And we'll give them a welcome aboard message.
Good afternoon and welcome aboard. We are preparing for departure and should be airborne shortly.
Alright, parking brakes are on. Can release the chocks. And should be ready to go here. So we're going to go through our checklist again. Power up, bat, GPU. That's all good. Transponder is going to be 2200 now. Until otherwise told. Still on standby. Transponder, TCAS, yada yada yada. Before start checks. Oxygen test. No, what we didn't test was the other test signs. So we're going to tell everyone to take their seat, please. That's not the seat belts. That's the seat belts. External emergency light, all that good stuff. Thrust levers are at idle. And engine ignition auto. Doors are closed. After start checks are next. Alright, so we're going to complete our own personal little flow here so we don't go forget over anything here or overlook anything. Alright. That should be fine. So again, no one around? No one's around. So we're just gonna go ahead and start our own engines here. Nav light is still on. Again, we need to monitor the engines. They also recently ran, so they're a little bit warmer than they were at the beginning of the flight or today's flights. Starting number 1. Alright, they can signal to release the GPU. Alright, and I think that's pretty much it. This goes back to both. And that goes to on. After start checks. First I want to do those tests that I didn't do last time.
Stall, stall. Stall, stall. Stall, stall. Stall, stall.
Trim is 8 point, sorry, trim is going to be 9.7 again. Except takeoff speeds, there they are. That's it. 1020, okay. Trims, we said was 9.7, right? There we go, 9.7. Flaps go down to 1. Alright, before takeoff, let's release the brakes.
Takeoff okay.
Alright, let's go. Jersey traffic, Alpha Bravo Echo November Charlie, general aviation area, taxi to and short runway 26 via the main apron. So, Jersey traffic. Okay. Don't know why the stutter, I got stage fright, I guess. Never used to on Vatsim. Lately I've been getting in my head. Alright, seatbelts and everything are on. Entertainment system is on. Let's just slowly go down this guy. But less fussy. By now they would have been like fucking really irate and annoyed. Right, the final flight of the day, potentially. Now the place is a ghost town.
Jersey traffic, EV97 turning in base, Iowa, runway 08.
08. Can be either one, I guess. Now we need to make way for this guy because he's not coming. He's now obviously decided he wants to land in the opposite direction that everyone has been using this entire time.
Jersey traffic, EV97, final approach runway 08, DME 6 miles.
I don't know where I'm going to be able to wait for this guy. I'd have to pull over at the light aircraft parking. So now, can we get through there? Let's do a binoculars. I don't know. He'll just actually have to turn off right at the end, right? It's Alpha 1. Jersey traffic, I'll provide Echo November Charlie, holding short runway 26 at Gulf. Jersey traffic.
Jersey traffic 1890, coming short time from runway 08.
We didn't turn our taxi lights on. Alright, we're gonna wait here. It's actually perfect because he has place to vacate here if he needs to. Should be able to make Alpha 1. Oh wow. Really didn't have to do that.
Jersey traffic easy 97, vacated runway 08.
Jersey traffic, Alpha Echo November Charlie, lining up departing runway 26, departing via the Scary 3 Alpha departure. Jersey traffic. Just a double check here.
Takeoff okay.
Approaching 26.
Put this one onto full. Lights, camera, action. Then set our altitude bug. We said 280,
On
right?
Runway 26. 1,600 meters remaining.
280, runway heading set. Nav armed. Takeoff. Alright, off we go. Okay, crosswind from the right, remember that. Turning into the right here, power is set. We're up. Tap the brakes, gear up. Nearly oversped our flaps, that's why I had to chop the power there a little bit. Excuse me. Where's my flight plan? What's going on? Vertical speed, heading. Where is the autopilot master switch on this thing? Flaps coming up. Where's my flight plan? Did I put the wrong airport in? No, EGJJ to EGGD. What is going on here? Why is it taking... What on earth? EGJJ. But it thinks I took off from Guernsey. Oh no, it isn't. I have to make a... Oh, okay. This is me not reading the departure. So I think... Right, okay. Well, anyways. So let's go direct to Guernsey then. Hello? Direct to... Okay, let's do it manually for now. Direct to Guernsey. Activate. There we go. Now we can do nav. FMS? Yeah, that's what it was supposed to do that, I guess, right? Okay, we're above 10,000 feet, passing 10,000 feet. 250 knots. I should definitely... We're definitely going to be done flying after this. Alright, standard. After takeoff checklist as well. While we're at it, everything else is there. Let's release the belts. And after takeoff checks. Landing gear is up. No lights, flaps are up. Thrust levers are as they should be. Throttle speed, altimeters go down per fasten but external lights. That's all good, and descent checks are next, and these guys can come on. Alright, we're gonna go to cruise power setting here. Sorry, climb power setting. We can fly a little bit faster now. We're gonna start serving them their snacks. There you go. As mentioned, you know, the versatility of this aircraft, from us doing a short little VFR flight to now climbing off into the stratosphere. you can see that the altitude, cabin altitude is 1,500 feet, climbing at a few hundred feet per minute. The delta pressure value is 7.2. LFE is said to be around 605. We'll double check that. That's the landing elevation, so the elevation of Bristol. Thousand feet to go. We are standard barometric setting. Going from Gur to Scary. Not long after that, we'll be expected to start our descent. Let's start serving their coffee. Cruise power setting it now. Who's that now? This is the approach controller. All right. So you sent me a message to say, contact me approaching Exmoor. Okay, that's like almost on the final approach. No later than 5 miles before. In the descent to flight level 100. I'm going to try and plan to be by Exmoor by 100. Not that he said so, but why can't I? Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, sorry, there we go. At 10,000 feet, I think. Okay. Open your window, man. Alright, so we put that into the flight computer so it can help us calculate our descent path to that point. I'm going to quickly just step away again. BRB.
Vertical track. And we're back. Oh, I didn't even put the be right back sign up yet. Alright, are we late? I think we're late. Chop and drop. How did it catch up so quickly?
26030.
Detected. Temperature +20. Dew point +10. QNH 1020. Acknowledge receipt of information. Mike and advise aircraft type on first contact.
Mike.
Bristol Airport information. Mike. Time 1620 Zulu. Runway in use 27. Transition level. Flight level 70. Ground is closed. Departing traffic call on 133.855. Surface wind 28010 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. No clouds detected. Temperature +20. Dew point +10. QNH 1020. Acknowledge receipt of information. Mike and advise aircraft type on first contact. Bristol Airport information. Mike. Time 1620 Zulu. Runway in use 27. Transition level. Flight level 70. Ground is closed. Departing traffic call on 133.855. Surface wind 28010 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers.
Alright, the air traffic controller just texted me again saying he has to log off. So maybe fly a lot higher than I wanted to. Oh, actually, yeah, wait, no, never mind. I forgot we were landing on the other runway, so that's fine. We can also slow our descent rate down a little bit. I wonder if we can actually, let's go, not flight level change, but VNAV. Got it. Alright, so it's going to be descending me along the VNAV route. We can actually add a little bit of power. And the sun sets late here in the UK. So that's the Bristol Channel in front of us. Cardiff is basically dead ahead. And Bristol will be out there somewhere. So we'll fly out and then basically follow the coastline towards the airport. They'll have to join on a downwind. So we can actually remove this constraint.
Flight director. Flight director.
This will be 7,000 feet above the airport, so yeah, it's set. Now that no air traffic control is online, we're going to allow ourselves to perform a high-speed approach. Why is this guy not happy? No reason. Belt signs on. It's getting a little bumpy. Bristol traffic, Golf Bravo, Echo, November Charlie on a left downwind for the Isles Bridge runway 27, currently at 3,000 feet. Report established next, Bristol traffic. Bristol traffic, Golf Bravo, Echo, November Charlie, established Alice runway 27, 60 ME, Bristol traffic. So we've captured the instrument landing system. We're on our final approach. Sync the heading bug for runway heading in case we need it. I'll just do a left-hand traffic pattern if we need to go around again. Just go ahead and drop the wheels. down, 3 green. Flaps 3. Before landing checklist, yaw damper is off somehow. Did it not even go on? Final bit of flaps, flaps 4.
Approaching 27. 1,800 meters available.
That's really slow. This thing's like targeting really slow airspeeds. Sinking. I would go around, but I don't have time. Hey. We're gonna salvage this.
Meters remaining.
Not too shabby. All right, flaps coming up. Lights. Sponder. Bristol traffic, 12 Bravo Echo, November Charlie, clear runway 27 on Foxtrot, taxiing to General Aviation Parking. Bristol traffic. So we're going to take Delta to cross onto Hotel. Going around, so I'm not going to report crossing. Looks clear to me. Strobes on.
Approaching 27.
Where did we say I'd park? Turbs coming off. There's going to be on my right, the southern parking area. Down here to the end. That's this hangar here. There we go, center line. That's the hangar I'm looking for. Alright, that's gonna have to be it for me today, I think. Let's just turn everything else off properly. Pumps coming off. It's all coming off. That can come off. That can come off. That can come off. And I believe that's it.
GPWS system failure.
Actually, yeah, wait, let's offload everyone. Why they give me a fair result only? They were all like super happy the whole time. What changed suddenly? What the heck? Anyways. Trucks are on, landing gear pin, and we can tell them to unload. Right. once again, thank you to anyone that may have joined me for today's flight. It was a bit of a marathon flight sim day for me today. Had a full day off, a whole day to myself, and we wasted it by vegetating in front of the flight simulator. Nonetheless, I have to say, the sim behaved very well today, as did my PC. Temperatures were pretty good. Very few glitches. We had a throttle issue with the A310, and we had, I would say, this weird little where did we find the, I think it was the first airport that we took off from today. There's like a weird step that launched me into the air prematurely. But beyond that, was great fun. Had some fantastic ATC throughout the day as well. And yeah, good landings overall, I'd say. So with that, I bid you all farewell, and we'll catch you in the next one.